Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today, I believe is the 17th. It is Tuesday, 2022. In my second video, I'll have the date down right, I promise. So, look at, I just got to show you this absolutely freaking gorgeous. Down here, we're going to be 77, 78, something like that for the temperature. It's an absolutely beautiful day. And so I wanted to show you that. So before we jump into this video, all right, I wanted to show you. So I had these in here soaking overnight. So I'm going to show you. Okay, they got the spiked end. This is the top, that's the bottom. These are Goji. I think it's Goji. They're a berry. And Ron Foster, the author, so if you guys want to look up some really good information on SHTF information, go check out Ron Foster. He's a very, very good author. He's also a friend of mine. And so he had sent these out to me. And so they came yesterday, and part of the instructions says you could soak them for a few hours or soak them overnight. I went with soak them overnight. I thought it would be better. And I'm going to plant them. I'm going to actually show you. I think I'm going to plant them back here because this will be a good spot for them to go ahead and do what they got to do. So I'll spread them out into this area and I'll get those planted. And so that is going to happen today. And probably in the second video that you see, I'll show you them all planted. So, but all right. We have to talk, okay? I see stuff, you know, and it really, really pisses me off. I will be 100% honest with you. Let me be very, very clear before we even start this video. Any kind of hate where people go out and hurt and kill other people that are innocent is not acceptable in any way, shape, or form, okay? I saw an article today, and, you know, why do young white men filled with hate kill? Well, you know what, folks? I mean, and of course, there is an agenda, and I cannot believe so many people just feed into that agenda, and I think it's weak minds. I really, really do. I just, weak-minded people eat that up. They go, yep, see these people, these white folks, they're all evil, they're all bad. But when a black, Hispanic, or Asian man goes on a shooting spree and kills innocent people because of hate, so let's talk about just one of those. Now, I talked about a different one in a live stream the other day. The subway shooter in New York City. He was filled with hate from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, just absolutely filled with hate. They knew it. He had been on a watch list, but yet he was allowed to go ahead, go into New York City, and go on a shooting spree, you know. And it amazes me. And so, of course, but because he was a black man, you've heard nothing else about it since. Absolutely nothing. But because this young man that absolutely did a horrific crime, and again, what the New York City guy did was a horrific crime. What the guy that ran over all those people in, she's going after the butterfly. The person that ran over the crowd, you know, at the parade was a black man, you know, full of hate and anger. And is that a hate crime too? You're absolutely right, it is. The subway shooter, that was a hate crime. Absolutely it was. Dylan Ruff, the idiot that went down into that church and killed all those people because they were black. Absolutely that was a hate crime. What of those 4 crimes, the only 2 that the press will beat to death like a horse is what the white man did. Okay? Because there's an agenda. They want us, and this is, I'm going to get to the point of this video, okay? They want us to hate each other. They want us to be angry. They want us to constantly be at odds and all those type of things. We have to not let them do that, because if we do, they win. Simple as that. They win. And if we can come together as human beings and say, hate is hate, regardless of who is wielding the weapon, and realize that there are some very twisted people out there. And I'm going to tell you what, and again, let's go back to this kid in Buffalo, all right? And I knew it. I said it the other day on my live stream. I said, I wonder what kind of medication this kid was on. He had a mental health evaluation 2 years prior at 16. Obviously there was issues. I'm sure he was on some kind of medicine. I don't know what medicine he was on. I have not seen that information put out there to the public yet. But I'm going to tell you what, guys. As you all know, if anybody knows, let's go with Prozac for an example. One of the side effects of Prozac is suicidal thoughts. How crazy is that, right? If you're taking Ambien, you could end up sleepwalking, walking around like you're wide awake and have no idea what you're doing. Go out, drive your car, do all those type of things. These are some of the side effects of these things. So these medications that they're pumping into our young folks, that's a problem. That is a problem. Now, obviously, somebody has issues that absolutely should be dealt with. The fact that this kid was allowed to end up getting a gun, period, that's part of the problem. We have a mental health problem in this country. Hey, out of there. The guy that shot up stuff down in the subway, he had mental health issues. They knew he had mental health issues. He was spewing hatred on the internet. But I guess if you are, in the agenda, it's okay to spew that hate. If you're outside of the agenda, then it's not okay. It is amazing to me. I really want to hear your guys' feedback on this. What is your take? Do you think that this manipulation of these type of events for a cause, for to beat a drum, to exacerbate hurt feelings and hateful feelings, it's just, I think the article that I was reading was talking about, why do young men, what young white men go out and kill, and they were like, well, it's because they're not being taught our horrible history. Well, I'm going to tell you something, guys, and some of you may not like to hear this, and some of you may not know this, but the very first slave owner in the United States was a black man. He was the first slave owner, all right? All through history, there have been slaves. If you happen to be in the minority, look at Israel with, if you go back with Egypt. The Jews were slaves to the Egyptians, okay? So it depends on where you were in history. If you were just happened to be the wrong color, you became a slave. And I want people to remember something else too. That we haven't had slavery here in quite a while. Just for anybody that doesn't know, it's been quite a while since we've had slavery here in the United States. So anybody alive today has never been a slave, has never had, there's still slavery going on in the United States, don't get me wrong. White women are kidnapped and sold into slavery overseas. It happens a lot. You may not think so, but it does happen a lot. Same thing happens to black women, Asian women, women in general, okay? But, so there is still slavery going on, and it does happen. People need to realize there's evil out there. And evil doesn't have a color, folks. Evil doesn't care what color you are. So, some things to think about. I want you to really think about that, okay? So I do want to hear your feedback in this. I want to hear what you guys think. I'm just tired of it. I'm just so sick and tired of, their agenda, and I cannot believe that people are so stupid to feed into that agenda. So I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this. Real quick, I want to talk about my website, preppernurse1.com. We have the Prepper Nurse 1 community there, which is a resource that is set up for you guys to be able to connect with like-minded people. So definitely take advantage of that. You do have to register, but no credit card information is asked. Once you're in, check out the message boards and also check out the people in your state or your country. Secondly, we have the Forefathers, which is a Cbd and Hemp Store, so go and check them out as well. They are, if you go to my website, you will see their logo, the Forefathers logo. You click on that, it'll take you to their website. Once you're on their website, if you decide to make a CBD or hemp purchase, you can save yourself 15% on your purchase by using the discount code PrepperNurse1. All right, so definitely take advantage of that. Last but not least, we have the Legacy freeze-dried foods. So again, if you go to my website, preppernurse1.com, you click on store, it will drop down. You will see Legacy Foods. You click on that, it will take you to the store within the website. 25-year shelf life, GMO-free, gluten options available. There is, it's also vegetarian, but there are beef and chicken options that are available as well. Again, largest portion size of any of the other freeze-dried food companies. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race, and that's what we need to remember. And I say this at the end of every one of my videos. They're using these tools to keep us fighting amongst each other. It's sickening because people are so easily manipulated, which is even more sickening. Also remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, but you have to tell the people that you care about every day how you feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I said to show you this again, this beautiful, beautiful area. Trees are all coming into bloom now with the leaves. It is absolutely gorgeous, unbelievably gorgeous. All right, guys, I will see you all later. Prepper Nurse 1 out.